All right, Mythbuster number 4, saturated fat in meat causes heart disease and cancer. Guys, there's over 1,500 different research studies talking about how meat causes cancer and heart disease and all these different issues. Well, the reason why that is because the types of meats that you guys are actually eating are basically meats that are coming from grain-fed cattle and grain-fed chickens and all these different fish, not natural grass-fed when they're supposed to be out in the yard, walking around, doing the things that they are. It actually changes the composition of their fats. Truth, saturated fat is an important fat at the cellular level. The saturated fat is what contains the CLA, the arachidonic acid, what you need for brain synapses, for yourself to actually have the ability to burn fat. All right, when animals eat grain, there's two problems that come up, guys. Changes the fat in the meat in a very important ratio. So omega-6 to omega-3 fatty acids, you guys have probably heard that. Doctors talk about taking that to help lower your cholesterol, different stuff like that. The problem with that is that when the research came out, it basically was showing that these cattle, or even chickens or turkeys, stuff like that, when they're eating this grain instead of the grass the way they're supposed to, it actually changes the composition of these omega-6s to omega-3s. And the ratio that actually came up showed that the ratios were actually 20 to 1. Okay? Our body does not know what to do with a fatty acid this long, that's 20 to 1. What those fatty acids are supposed to be are actually 2 to 1 or actually 4 to 1. And so it's that same biological concentration law. It literally takes acres of grass to create 1 pound of beef. Okay? For a cow to eat, basically the nutrients and stuff. Cows have multiple stomachs, multiple throats, all these different things, and they eat the way that they do for a specific reason, and they digest food for a specific reason. But when they're given this grain that's had pesticides put on it, all these different things put into it, antibiotics, I mean, why is it that you think that meat's bad for you, or even milk is bad for you? What have you guys heard? Anything? Fat content, antibiotics that are given to them, hormones, stuff like that. So, guys, these cows that are getting these hormones, these antibiotics, all these different things, these are cattle that are confined into a building, given grain all the time, and it literally changes the composition of their meat. Okay, it's that biological concentration that it's going to continue to go into them, and then that's going to be processed and brought into you when you eat it, okay? So there's these bad fats. Biological concentration, we already talked about that. Some changes here. Change number 2. Change the meat that you guys are eating. Okay? If you guys can do one major thing, change the meat that you're eating above anything else, because you're going to get the fats out of the meat that you're eating. If you can't do the butter, which is a pretty simple step. Guys, of the 3 changes that we're going to talk about, not everybody can eat organic right away, and I don't ask you to eat organic right away because there is a price in that, okay? But if you can change one thing, change the meat that you're eating. Try and get literally grass-fed beef. If you go to the grocery store, it can be more expensive, but what we're going to do is we're basically trying to find local farmers around here, and we actually have one that you can get grass-fed beef from, okay? And so change the meat that you're eating. Reason why, guys, vitamin A, vitamin E, beta-carotene, omega-3 fatty acids, literally proven cancer-fighting CLA. If I were to just put that list up there, would you guys think that I was talking about beef? No. You would think protein, and that's about it. But in grass